Chapter 3, ZENSEIR'S Enchanting Quill, the Script of Unity. ZENSEIRE, O ZENSEIRE, within thy halls we yearn, for knowledge of the ages to fervently discern. Thy scroll a collection of tales from days of yore, in thy sanctum enlightenment doth forever soar. Book of Melodies, of Legends, and Nobles, by Turner Baccaroff. In the quiet expanse of ZENSEIR'S lair, a cavern adorned with shimmering crystals and ancient glyphs, the Dragon of Wisdom contemplated the need for a means to preserve knowledge throughout the world. The diverse races of Gondarar communicated through various symbols, but a unified form of writing remained elusive. ZENSEIRE, with his vast intellect, saw an opportunity to bridge the gaps between civilizations. Perched upon his crystalline throne, ZENSEIR'S eyes gleamed with an otherworldly wisdom as he extended his mighty claw. With deliberate care, he gathered a selection of materials: large smooth stones, quills from a giant bird of prey, a tall bottle of quality ink, and a huge sheet of finely woven parchment. The dragon's scales, reminiscent of precious gemstones, reflected the ambient glow of the mystical crystals around him. As ZENSEIRE began to inscribe symbols onto the parchment, each stroke carried a profound purpose. The dragon devised a set of symbols that transcended linguistic barriers, drawing inspiration from the essence of fond memories, the natural world, cosmic forces, and the intricate magic that permeated Gondarar. These symbols were not merely a utilitarian means of communication, they were an art form, a language of both knowledge and beauty. As the last stroke of ZENSEIR'S claw traced the final symbol of the script of unity, the chamber fell into a hushed reverence. The dragon's eyes shimmered with satisfaction as he beheld the creation before him, a testament to his vision of unity and understanding. With a sense of purpose weighing heavily upon his ancient heart, ZENSEIRE prepared to share his creation with the world beyond the confines of his lair. In the year 2400 AV, within the heart of the Elder Tower, ZENSEIRE, the venerable green dragon, addressed the gathered mages and scholars with solemnity in his voice. "My esteemed colleagues," he began, his ancient voice echoing through the chamber, "today marks a momentous occasion in the annals of our history." The assembly of mages and scholars listened intently, their eyes fixed on ZENSEIRE as he continued. "I have created the script of unity," he announced, his words carrying a weighty significance. "It is a universal language that transcends barriers and fosters harmony among all inhabitants of our land." Murmurs of awe and reverence rippled through the crowd as ZENSEIR'S words sank in. Mages stepped forward, handing out scrolls adorned with the intricate glyphs of the script of unity to all in attendance. ZENSEIRE raised a clawed hand, silencing the murmurs. "Let us not underestimate the magnitude of this occasion," he declared, his eyes ablaze with determination. "The script of unity has the power to unite our diverse races and pave the way for a future of cooperation and understanding." As the mages and scholars nodded in agreement, their faces alight with anticipation for the dawn of this new era, Avril called out to her fellow mage excitedly. "Lysander, come quickly," she exclaimed, unfurling the scroll to reveal the script of unity. "These were crafted by ZENSEIRE himself, a universal language for all of Ideken and the rest of the world." Lysander, a studious gnome with spectacles perched on his nose, hurried over to examine the writing with fascination. "Incredible," he murmured, tracing the elegant curves of the symbols. "Just think, these writings may hold the key to unlocking the wisdom of civilizations long forgotten." Meanwhile, a group of dwarves inspected the writings. "Look at this symbol here," one of the dwarven scholars exclaimed, pointing to a particular glyph on the scroll. "It resembles the ancient runes of our people, yet it holds a similar meaning in this new script." "Aye, it seems ZENSEIRE has incorporated elements from various languages into this script of unity," another dwarf remarked, scrutinizing the script with keen interest. "It's a remarkable feat of linguistic engineering." Indeed, a third dwarf chimed in, nodding thoughtfully. This script has the potential to unite our people like never before. With it, we can communicate effortlessly with our brethren across the land and imagine the possibilities for trade. We could use this script to expand our market and tar our goods to other races, increasing our profits tenfold. The scholars continued their discussion, their voices blending into the din of excitement and anticipation as they delved deeper into the mysteries of the Eidechon script. The air crackled with the energy of discovery. Vempithar ZENSEIRE, the wise dragon overseeing the Elder Tower, watched over them with a knowing gaze. Vempithar ZENSEIRE observed their efforts with a sense of pride, his ancient eyes reflecting the wisdom of ages. Together we shall unlock the knowledge that lies within these hallowed halls, he said, his voice resonating with a quiet determination. And in so doing, we shall pave the way for our future of enlightenment and unity. ZENSEIRE stood amidst the scholars, a massive form towering over them. In the chamber where knowledge whispered and torches flickered with an otherworldly glow, there stood ZENSEIRE, a dragon of venerable age and boundless wisdom. With each word, the air seemed to shimmer with enchantment, and the hearts of those gathered were filled with wonder and awe. As the gathered scholars and mages listened intently to ZENSEIRE's tale, the venerable dragon reached for a small pouch resting by his side. With a graceful flick of his clawed hand, he produced a large, ornately carved pipe, its surface adorned with the intricate runes that shimmered in the dim light. With a practiced motion, ZENSEIRE packed the bowl of the pipe with fragrant herbs harvested from the depths of the enchanted forest. As the sweet aroma of burning herbs filled the chamber, the scholars exchanged knowing glances, recognizing the familiar ritual that heralded the beginning of a tale spun from the threads of ancient memory. With a gentle breath, ZENSEIRE ignited the herbs within the bowl, causing the pipe to softly glow with an otherworldly light. Drawing in a deep breath, he closed his eyes and leaned back upon his tail, allowing the smoke to envelop him in a hazy veil of contemplation. His form wreathed in the ethereal tendrils of an incense-laden mist, exuding an aura of timeless sagesy. His whiskers were wisps that danced in the air. As ZENSEIRE spoke, his voice echoed through the chamber like a soft melody of a forgotten spell, weaving tales of ancient wisdom and timeless truths as he held aloft his very large smoking pipe, from which billowed clouds of fragrant smoke that seemed to twirl and swirl in intricate patterns. Long ago, he began, his tone carrying the weight of countless years, when the world was but a young seedling and dragonkind roamed the skies with freedom unfettered, there existed a sunken isle known as Larenoth. Avril and Lysander, their eyes alight with curiosity, leaned in closer, hanging on to every word of the venerable dragon's tale. It was a place of gathering, ZENSEIRE continued, his gaze drifting into the past. Dragons from every corner of the realm would converge upon its shores, drawn together by the elemental harmonies that the primal call of creation. Avril's brow furrowed in fascination. And what transpired on Larenoth, Vempithar ZENSEIRE? She inquired, her voice tinged with anticipation. A flicker of reminiscence danced across ZENSEIRE's ancient visage as he recounted the gatherings of dragonkind on the sunken isle. It was a time of great unity, he explained, his voice carrying the weight of nostalgia. Dragons, beings of psychic essence, communicated with one another through silent language of the mind, sharing wisdom and understanding without the need for spoken words. ZENSEIRE thought for a moment. A smile tugged at the corners of his wise old eyes. Ah, yes, he remembered, his voice tinged with fondness. Dragon dancing was a form of communication unlike any other. Through intricate movements and gestures, dragons conveyed the depths of their thoughts and emotions, weaving stories and legends with the grace of their very beings. Avril's eyes gleamed with wonder as she hung on ZENSEIRE's every word. The script of unity, he began, his voice deep and resonant, is a reflection of the visions I've glimpsed during the intricate dances and conversations of dragons. His words seemed to carry the weight of centuries settling upon the room like a heavy cloak. "Indeed," he continued, his tone tinged with sorrow, "the script of unity serves as a poignant reminder of the bond once shared by dragonkind during the elemental war." A melancholic sigh escaped him. "A time when we stood united against the chaotic forces of destruction." As the echoes of ZENSEIRE'S words faded into the hallowed silence of the Elder Tower, Advril and Lysander exchanged a silent nod, their hearts swelling with reverence for the ancient wisdom of the venerable dragon. ZENSEIRE, with the weight of ancient knowledge behind his actions, presented the newly formed script to the leaders of the various races. As they gazed upon the elegantly crafted symbols, a collective understanding dawned. The script of unity became the foundation for a common language, fostering communication, preserving histories, and enabling the exchange of ideas. The Dragon's Lair, once a haven of solitude, transformed into a hub of intellectual exchange. Scholars and scribes from different races gathered to learn the script of unity, sharing their stories and unlocking the vast repository of knowledge that spanned across the ages. ZENSEIRE, the wise and benevolent, had not only invented a script, but had gifted Gondarar with a tool that would shape the destiny of civilization for generations to come.